Hello, Abasiama Udom. Welcome back to my channel. Every month, I do a wrap-up video to share my creative journey with you, and this is the August 2025 edition. Quick note: the month of August has been a mixture of chaotic and restful. So we're on holidays. School is on holidays right here in Nigeria, and also it means that I had to rest a lot. I slept a lot, but I still had lots of things to do, lots of things to pursue. Are you ready for the wrap up? Let's get into it. First things first, the podcast. So I host a podcast, a bi-weekly podcast. It's the Bloom with Abasiama podcast on Spotify. For this month of August, I have been unable to meet up with any single episode because I decided to go through the already published episodes and see which ones had the most listens and which ones were not, having high listens. Just because I might find something of a connection, this analytics we do at the back end of things. I'm not a tech guru. But I found out that most of the episodes where I read a little bit about myself and my personal struggles seem to resonate with people and had the highest listen. So maybe I'll look into that later. So the month of August was spent analyzing the back end of my podcast, which if you're a creative, you're someone who is growing, or you're a beginner in any field at all, you should quickly search the podcast Bloom with Abasiama on Spotify, and then you can listen to it. Next is the literary magazine. I'm an editor for Stripes Literary Magazine, and throughout the month of August, we're open for submissions. So we are accepting poetry, art, photography on the theme blank spaces. By the way, we're still open to the 5th of September. So if you watch this video, you see this video before the 5th of September, you can totally send us a poem on the theme blank spaces, okay? And we'll get back to you. With every submission season, there is work that comes in that makes you want to hug author. You're like, how did you write something this profound? And I've made those kind of words in this season. And also there are works that come in that are very, very good, but you have to let them go because they do not really fit the theme. It is hard as an editor who is also a writer, is also a creative who also submits. So I submit poetry. And I know the feeling I get when I get this letter that says, oh, this is not quite for us. I know how it just sinks in my stomach. Sometimes I feel worried sending rejection letters to authors, but it is what it is, right? we have to lose some and win some. Now let's get to the biggest focus of August. The biggest focus of my August 2025 was preparing for the launch of my book Asunder. Listen up. Asunder is the book 2 in my 12 Boys series. So the 12 Boys series follows 4 friends. Okay? The 12 Boys series follows 4 friends who make a deadly day and have to face the deadly consequences. And this is book 2. It follows the story of Benson. Benson was the one who basically instigated the day, and he's feeling guilty just because it's not the first time he's done something that led to the loss of a life. So Benson's story is very special. As a creative who is self-published, so I'm indie. Yeah, if you did not know, Abasiama Udom is an indie publisher, an indie author, indie publisher. Yeah, so as a creative, I had to do a lot of content. Just preparing for the launch of this book, I have to do a lot of content. I have to send out our copies. I have to prepare the blurb. The blurb. Yeah, I have to prepare the blurb, that the back that will go on the jacket of the book. Yes, and I have to also prepare the pre-order pages. So now in the pre-order pages, I decided to give a gift, which is the book 1. So if you buy book 2, you get book 1. If you pre-order book 2, you get book 1. It's only for pre-order. And this project, as with every other project I've entertained or I have executed, comes with 2 things: a little bit of this is going to work, and a little bit of, is this going to work? I have learned to accept that this is going to be normal for every stage of my life. I've learned it. Yes, I've learned to accept that this is going to be normal. I'm always going to think, is this going to work? And yes, this is going to work. Those two make me sit up and put in my very best. Now, when you get this book, when you pre-order this book and get the one under, you're also eligible to be signed up to my subscribers list, where you get information about deals. You get my monthly letter, my weekly letters. You get information about deals that are coming up, and every info about the Top Boys, you get it first in your inbox. That was my August. Not so straight on the line, analytics on the back end, reading through submissions, preparing for the launch of a new book. However, it was a beautiful all-round month. If you want to follow my creative journey and you want to be seeing this monthly wrap-ups, then you have to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you in advance. And then share it with one friend that you know supports small people growing, and let us grow together. Also, you can watch the July wrap-up right here. It'll be here. You can watch the July wrap-up and then tell me what you think in the comments. I'll see you in September. Bye.